Tune that we always play for the ladies.
Soucoupe volante, science-fiction, atome, la vie future est là, nos portes, mais.
Give you a break this time. But the next time I hear about you trying to set me up, I'm gonna kill you.
La vie future est là, nous porte.
some time to get me there. The journey's long, I'm in a hurry. Oh, I see you really care. But when I'm down again, you smile and hold my hand. I want to reach you and feel love in another dimension. Just one
working in watercolors and watercolor pencils. So some of these, a whole lot of these. Let's see back here. Try to keep the watercolor color.
I met her in Amsterdam in 2000. Brown hair and blue eyes. Oh my god, yes, she made me nervous. And suddenly, a moment full of harmony. She came over and asked, "Do you want to dance?" And I said, "Yes." I never thought that this could happen next to me. I always felt secure. But she killed like poison in a Hitchcock film. And I cried for more. I was falling as all the flowers died. And I hope that you come one day to find a place where all the souls are lying. What had I ever done to
Oh, thanks,
deserve
man.
this?
Appreciate it.
My shadow gazes up at the sky. I was falling as all the flowers dying. And I hope that you come one day and find the place where all the souls align. I never thought that this could happen next to me. I always felt secure. But you killed like poison in a Hitchcock film. And I cried for more. I was falling as all the flowers died. And I hope that you come one day to find a place where all the souls are lying.
Alright, sorry. Thanks, man. Hi, everyone. Thank you guys for joining. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll try to kind of talk through what I'm doing as well as I bump my elbow on the corner of this little table. Right in my funny bone. And it hurts. Is that better? Can you guys hear a little better? Putting off the candy in his mouth for a little while now. Oh, cool. Right on. Thanks for the heads up. I appreciate that. I'm going to put it off just a little bit longer. Detail out a few other little things first.
Light the lantern, swing it high, over the place I'm set to die. All of the mercy under the sun is in the breach of a dead man's gun.
Little life to those guys. So I'm going to use a little white gouache with some blue watercolor mixed in. Gouache will be nice and opaque. Yeah, that was a masking fluid. It's water soluble when it's wet. And then once it dries, it just becomes a rubbery mask, and that's what I use to mask off areas that I want to work over, but don't want to lose, obviously. So, yeah, we're just going to go in just really carefully. I don't know if you can see that. that. I'm impatient when it comes to wanting to see those eyes come to life. Just gonna go ahead and do the white highlight. Get this over with. Cool. Just makes all the difference. Alright. And I got to reward myself with that little bit. I gotta go back to the rest of the painting. Too washed out. I'm just gonna get a little bit more color in there. Just as I add more color, it takes them out. This area is still looking a little too bright. So I'll knock it down, knock it back. Then back to the pan watercolors for this part. Whenever I do my outlining, I do it with pan watercolors or just regular watercolors, because I can get more opacity and a finer line out of them quicker. If you try to do it with the watercolor pencils, it's not gonna come out as sharp. And for this part, I'll do all that with the pan watercolors too. There's too many different colors, too many different small items that with the watercolor pencils will just take entirely too long. Yeah, for this I use for all my watercolor illustrations I use Arches watercolor board. It's really, it's board, so it's pretty thick. You don't have to worry about any buckling or warping, and it's got a nice texture to it as well. It's not too much texture, but it's also not like bristle board or something like that where it's just completely smooth. Back his ear hair now. These are his ears. Something similar to ears. some point here I'm going to have to drop in that background because I'll get a better sense of how this is coming out tonally once I get rid of all this white space. Right now I keep probably making it too dark. Once I go and add that background, it might just totally become too contrasty, so I'm going to wait on detailing any more of him for now. But he does need those freckles. So for this sort of thing, since I still want to match the colors, I use the watercolor pencils, but I use a little mini palette. I'll just scratch out the color that I want and use them kind of like a little watercolor pan. I don't know why I like monsters with freckles. Why do they have to be blue? I don't know. Because his eyebrows are blue and most people's eyebrows match their freckles, right? Well, they do in the monster world. Area is bothering me now, so I feel compelled to go ahead and just work on this for just do a little shadow behind that eyebrow. Erase it. Tried something, didn't like it. Erase. If you act fast enough, you can do little experimentations like that. And if you don't put down too much color, you can pull it back out. I'm gonna finish out these horns a little bit. Go ahead and move the camera. All right. I generally have just a few colors I use for the monster horns to keep them consistent throughout all my paintings for these guys. So it's just a little warmer edge I give to it, and then a little darker, cooler color down below, which I'll use to kind of sharpen that edge and pull those colors around. End up holding like 4 brushes at a time. Hey, bag dogs. So that reminds me, I need to close my door. Yeah, man, if you want to paint, feel free to join in. So I added a little green to the top of the horns. So I kind of want to get a little of that color harmony going with the rest of him, and it's a nice cool backlight because it gets pushed back into the background. I really just have always loved watercolors. Once I discovered watercolor pencils, that was the beginning of a beautiful friendship. I don't get that friendly with my watercolors. I try not to. So here again, just kind of warming up, adding some opacity to these horns. Right now they're a little too watery.
Here's one for your face. 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 Lips and tongue and cheeks and eyes. 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 Lips and tongue and cheeks.
You'll notice you'll notice me scrubbing at some of this a little bit. Just kind of remove some of the texture of the watercolor pencil. Sometimes I leave it in. I like that texture. This image and another one are going to be blown up to the size of the door, so I kind of want to keep the detail small and the texture small. Once it gets blown up, it's going to be huge. And that's actually for being left-handed. Alright, I put it off for as long as I can. I at least need to get this background dropped in. It's a little scary, it's a little early, but we're gonna do it. So for this part, what I'm gonna do is put down all the stuff I've got in my hands. I need to wet the background a little bit. So I'm going with a little bit of water. Get the background down a little. This way I don't have to use as much color when I go in. The color will spread more quickly, more evenly. You gotta act fast. So I'm using a Prussian blue and purple. So this won't be the final value. Being left-handed. This won't be the final value, but it'll at least get rid of that white paper staring at me, messing with my judgment, perception. I'm going to need a bigger brush. Just 1 second, I'll get to your question here. I'm gonna kind of get some purple, its own pure purple in there too, to kind of get a little bit of warmth. And just color variation in general. Just makes for a more interesting background, since it covers up quite a bit of space. Get some blue. And just, you can see the big old mess of color I'm mixing. Start to see that. Wait too long, I'm going to start getting a little hard edge from the previous layer, which is good in some areas. So you just want the texture, the variation. Or maybe you don't. I do. Alright, now I can see that it's already changed how I view the rest of this. No, for the dark greens, for the horns and stuff, and any details like around the eyes and just the line part of the drawing, I'll use my pan watercolors are just these traditional watercolors, just a little more opaque. So less water, yeah, just less water and just nicer, finer details. So while it's still just a little damp, go in and get a little darker. Dangerous thing to be doing with such a big brush. I'm feeling lucky. So I'm just kind of scrubbing out some texture. Alright. Just continue a little bit with the background here. Get some of that blue. That blue going. Alright, that's good for now. Let's kind of feel better about moving on to other parts. At least gives me a better idea of how he's working out. If I need to darken and if I need to lighten, pull some of the color out. So you can do that with these. While the painting's still new enough, actually go back in, take some of that color out. All right. Let's do his hands. You can mix the watercolor pencils too right on the canvas on the surface just by combining the two. Once you hit it with a little water, they blend. I usually try to mix from the light into the dark, so I don't pull the dark color into the light. There, he's got little paws. On this hand, I am pulling the light or the dark color into the light because this hand is a little more in shadow. So this hand won't be receiving as much light as I have in the sketch.
Chinese Man por mandar os seus discípulos ao Rio de Janeiro. E agora o mistério do Chinese Man está presente aqui e todos nós estamos com vocês. Vida longa, Chinese Man, cabrão!
Damned if I don't say it.
Niceness we bring, the vibes we have to set. For each and every boss, tell them we set the trend.
You don't have to ask questions if you don't want. I'll try to talk when I feel like it's something of particular interest. Otherwise, I just invited you guys to come along and hang out and watch me paint, I guess. Alright, we're actually going to mask this character down below so I can drop in about the tones for this lower part, which is the door.
En réalité, nous possédons un instinctif besoin de situer un son. C'est pourquoi la
So there's this little character down here, this little hamster.
est le plus parfait pour auditionner.
Since I'm going to be working just in big tones here, big washes, I mean, I need her to be masked out, so you're actually going to see this craziness in action. So it's water soluble, but it can ruin your brushes pretty quick if you don't use it and then wash them out. So you have to be really vigilant. So I wet the brush first, just so it makes pulling the mask out a little easier out of the brush when I wash it. The stuff I've just started using, I used to use the Winsor & Newton, but that stuff was really brutal on brushes. I was going through brushes a lot, so when I ran out of that stuff I tried something new. And I really like this stuff so far. It's the Utrecht. And I like it because it actually comes out of the brush pretty easily. And I've got some cat dogs barking in the background. So I try to use more on the edges to get a nice, a cleaner edge. And then once I've been using this, even for just like a minute or two, I wash it off. It has a little color to it. It's like a neon greenish yellow. So you can see exactly where you're putting it down. So all you really need for this stuff too is just one layer, one good solid layer. You don't have to go back in and brush over it with more. It does a really good job of covering the first application. Yeah, it's a time-consuming process, but it's worth it to not have to try to work around the areas that you're going to be working in, especially when you have a background that you want to just drop in really quick.
Scratch.
Alors, si on se casse, on y va, quoi, grouillons-nous.
This is a really small part of the painting. So getting detail is going to be a little challenging. So I'm just going to use less. Yeah, this stuff just cleans off so much more easily. The other stuff I would use, if I even had it in my brush for more than a couple minutes, it was pretty much rendered useless. Alright. Always seal it back up. That stuff will dry out quickly. Now, I've never tried masking off something I've already painted. So when you go to pull the, because it's water-based for one, and for two, it actually will, when you're removing it, I use a kneaded rubber eraser, a rubber cement pickup. Good grief, this is a kneaded rubber eraser right here. Sorry. So yeah, so this is what I used for that, and I've had this, I think, since high school. Or shortly thereafter, so I've had this for a lot of years. So yeah, it'll pull I just am too nervous to try it because the liquid mask will wet the watercolor. This bottom part I am actually going to use watercolor pencil. I want a specific color. Try this combination until I get something I like. Something a little darker, a little cooler. I think that's probably gonna come out really warm. Yeah. It's a little too warm. Yeah, definitely. I'll use this as the base for this part because I want it to be more even tone. I don't want it to be so variant with its colors, but I also want it to be richer, more opaque. Nuts. Wait. Forgot to mask a few areas. There are these little bolts. And I do not feel like painting around those. Got one. Close as I can to the mask without touching it, because it will scratch it off.
Chinese man.
You don't have to be particularly precise with this part. I mean, you don't have to apply the watercolor pencil evenly. Scribble in as much of as little as you want. Doesn't have to be precise. It's just going to get turned to water. I'll put more of the darker stuff down around the edges. In areas I want more shadow. So it'll be a little bit darker down here. Done. Ship it. I'm still letting the mask I just applied dry. Till then, it looks like a second grader got a hold of it. Nothing against second grade skill levels. I was there once as a second grader. So that's dry. I just want to do a little detail work elsewhere.
When you married the boss's daughter, and you're still a punk errand boy. All right. Punk errand boy.
I'll try to sell my scribbles on eBay. I think that I could get $700 for that mess of color. I wish. Yeah, just kind of futzing around. Futzing around just in other parts of drawing and painting. All that other stuff dries. Oh, whoops, I have the camera still facing down there. Sorry, I was doing detail stuff up there. It's really I have cheap brushes I use for scrubbing, and my nice brushes I use for the nice work. Makes sense. Sort of.
I've thought about you since that day we met but barely spoke. They start to kiss. He rubs his hand inside her tights. In her band,
No, I'm back at I've been working at Riot Games now for 2 years. I was at Blizzard for 4 years before that, but I was doing freelance for a couple of years between Blizzard and working at Riot. So we have wood grain. Definitely wood grain. So this is just my base. Gotta keep telling myself that. Don't freak out. Let's hope when I freak out and start over. But just gotta resist. I'm just going to try to use less water, more paint. I want to clean up these edges. Get some of this shading in here. Like I said, it's going to make me freak out. What are we doing here? Oh. Been at this for a little while. Glad you guys are still hanging out with me. Otherwise this would be really sad and lonely. I got a little of that blue over there, so I want to darken that. Just add a little of that blue, that neighboring blue there to give me a little more darkness. Yeah, we're ways off from the detail portion of this, but I've been trying to hold off on working on this painting so I could do it during these live sessions. Just thought it'd be more fun that way. And I have the time, the luxury of time with these series of paintings. For now, anyway. Once it gets closer to October, I'm gonna be a little more pressed for time. But I'm doing Halloween gonna be big, huge decals that you can stick on your door. So I'm doing a series of them. These little monsters, hamsters with trick-or-treating, and I have until October, but I kind of want to get them knocked out and over to the people that are making them. Oh wow, really? Like I said, I'm new to the Twitch thing. I am saving the video on my computer so I can upload it to YouTube. Gosh, it's gonna be a huge file by now. My computer hasn't already thrown up with stress saving such a big file. Alright, now comes the fun part. Well, it's all a fun part. What am I talking about? I only say that because it's going well right now. Once it takes a turn, then I'm going to have a different opinion of it. So for convenience sake, I'll switch him back over to pan. And just kind of soften out some of that texture. Still freaking me out a little bit.
Strictly musical, weapon and my style and fashion. Call me lyrical T.I.1. Cold like iron, stronger than Goliath, like David start a riot. Yo, be like Taiwan, Nick #1 Thai smoker. MC star, panic on my lyrics murder. Ranking Taiwan, cool and deadly officer. Dip on the mind, they call we Jack the Rinser. How we rinse it out proper. Turn up the sound and push up the master. Musical slaughter, then call disaster. Chaos they set the whole place on fire. Fire upon them imposters and traitors. No me no wanna go on them two-faced liars. Tell them we are tired of your careless manners. Now I wanna deal with music creators.
Wisdom and vision when I represent the time. Feeling blessed in this profession when the stress is left behind. Yeah, testing my progression, how the intellect's designed. Found escape within the tape deck, inspiration, press rewind. Centered energy on reminiscent vibe. Felt the wisdom in the rhythm with the television.
That looks so weird to see me painting. Look over at my screen there in my left hand. I'm left-handed, so it looks weird when I paint. I don't know how to hold my pencil, my brush properly. But I think it's everyone else that's holding theirs wrong. All these watercolor palettes. everybody's got different colors, and it's just easier to bounce around and get exactly what you want rather than trying to struggle to strong arm a color into what you want. I have to be careful with this what I'm doing down here because the hamster is going to be orange. And she's already up against a cooler brown background, but I don't want to lose. I don't want her to get lost. So I'm actually just going to try to make a little white halo around her, or just lift some of this color out. You can see I don't know if you can see actually, but it starts to lift up into the brush. I'm just gonna pull that out. Some of that yellow back into this part, this ridge. So I'm just using water on my brush. Alright. A little bit of some of this detail going. So I'm mixing up a lot of paint so it's less water, more paint. So you get a nice strong hard edge out of that. And you still have enough sitting on your palette, you can hurry back to it. Variation. Just make it more interesting. Don't want to just use straight lines. That's not interesting to me. What I'm using, I use a combination of my palette, pan, and watercolor pencils. These are actually specifically water-soluble pencils, and these are Caran d'Ache watercolor pencils. They're a little more expensive, but they just melt away like butter when you hit them with water, and they have a great vibrancy and coverage to them. You should pay me for that public service announcement. By Caran d'Ache. I really love their watercolor pencils. I used to use Derwent. Those were a good starter, like an intro watercolor pencil. They're a little more not expensive. They're a little more affordable. But you do have to do a fair bit more scrubbing to get the texture to disappear. So, and it's hard, and it can end up, being harder on your brushes too. That's why I have a couple of different sets for different parts of the process. Yes. That would be nice. But, you know, I'm not doing it for that. Just, it's such a fun medium. I don't think enough people give it a chance or try it because they're afraid of it. It's just want to show people that it's actually really easy to work with and surprisingly fun. Before you know it, I'll have a little tutorial video. I'll do it 90s style too, so it's really cheesy. I'll wear leg warmers and do weird dances. I'm sorry, I'm thinking of something very specific. Alright. Which way is the light coming from? Stop and think of that. So I'm going to give... The wood has... Each panel of wood has a thickness to it. I just want to make sure when I add that it doesn't get lost, or I've got the shadow on the wrong side. So that can be real embarrassing. Through all this work. I'm still having to think about which side. In this, I'm definitely watering down a little bit more because I want coverage, but I don't want opacity, so it's just going to tint, sort of tint over what I've got. When it dries lighter too, so always keep that in mind. Wait till it dries before you go back and before you make any decisions. Snap judgments like I do. No, that got taken off. The wife was not grooving on that. I don't blame her. It's ridiculous. All right. Now to add the next layer. Flip this back over. You think Not usually. Like last couple of times I was doing this, I used just some oldies like Benny Goodman and I'm drawing a blank. Benny Goodman, Billie Holiday, that kind of thing, like oldies, big band kind of stuff. More fun. But yeah, for this one it's a little more. It's just Wolodeck, Harv Stiller, Blockhead. Who else was in there? Chinese Man. Yeah, Wax Taylor is another one. Yeah, I can send you. Just email me, remind me. I can send you a quick little list of what the artists anyway.
Stay in my life. You think you smile to me. Your grimace hits me like a knife. I'm much too good to be punished. I'm much too nice to get hurt. I'm much too loud to be silent. I'm much too precious to be ignored.
Yay, come join me, watch me paint wood grain. It's just fun. Just so glad you tuned in. Well, I had it louder, but somebody told me to turn it down. Kidding. Joke as I can. I'm keeping the detail kind of low as well. I don't want it to distract. So I'm just picking out a few big shapes. Can you still hear my music? Can you still hear it back there? Anyone? No one? This is going to shape up as it dries. That is a good question. Someone who's never painted in their life. Really, just pick out something. Pick a medium that looks like it'll be inexpensive, because you don't want to start. You don't want to like pick up with oils, because oils can be very expensive. Watercolor's cheap, or can be. You can get cheap oils, but just the materials for oils in general can be pretty expensive. Watercolors, acrylics, you know, something that's water soluble, so you don't have to worry about, with turpentine or linseed oil and all that kind of crap. You can, work pretty simply and just start painting. Maybe look at a couple of tutorials. Tutorials will teach you more about different processes and tell you a little bit about the medium, but eventually you just you start with the basics and just kind of start developing your own process. But yeah, just pick something cheap, affordable, however you want to say it, and start pick a subject matter. You can start with the animals, you can start with landscapes, you can even look at taking beginners classes at just a community college. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to go to an art school, you don't have to invest a lot of money in a basic education. But yeah, that's usually a good start, because you can get the sort of guidance every step of the way. Meet other artists, other beginning artists as well. Advice I was given when I was young, just do it. Just keep painting. Find something that speaks to you. Find a subject matter that speaks to you, because you'll have more fun painting it than, if you're painting what you think you're supposed to be painting, whatever that might be these days. Yeah, find a subject matter you love, because it'll show a lot more in your work, that love. Yeah, definitely. You'll want to start with a beginning drawing class, because there's, you'll learn to paint or learn to draw. You'll learn values. You'll learn, the basics of lighting and shade. You'll be drawing basic objects and stuff like that, like spheres and cones, but you got to start somewhere. You got to start with the basics. So, but yeah, you don't necessarily have to, sort of graduate to color. You can just start. There's no real rule book to this. Just do what you want. But if you want to pursue it professionally, or you really want to get the fundamentals, then I would definitely suggest taking some classes, just beginning classes.
I just drop honest shit. I polish flows, and when I drop the hottest shit. I'm with my nigga Trey. Who else can demonstrate a better chemistry? Line up for Portland rap to pave the way. I got some bitches smoking blunts. I don't smoke, but roll that up. Portland life. I got a vegan bitch that only ride a bike, but that's alright. I got some pigs. Take me home to get some hit. I don't want no coffee, bitch. So my dick is sloppy, bitch. All these trees, all these mountains. I just care about partying. I look out to the stars when I black out, walking out bars and shit. Rent been going up and shit, but I just care about partying. Rent been going up and shit. I just care about partying. Yeah.
Thanks. It's, like I said, I have to talk myself down sometimes, because I was like, no, this isn't looking right. This isn't looking right. I gotta abort, abandon ship, start over. but I've learned by now that I just have to just try to stick with it. Alright. Got that to a point where I'm okay with it. Oh, it's still there. You can't really see it, but some of those vertical lines are still there. But it works. It does. I promise. I hope. I think. Alright, I think we'll call it a day on that. We'll come back to it another time next weekend, maybe earlier, sooner, I don't know. But yeah, the risk of keeping this watchable level on YouTube, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight. Thank you guys for joining, watching, and talking, listening to me, whatever. But yeah, we'll pick this up later. I won't do anything on it until then. So yeah, thanks guys. See you later.